As promised, the stock on our radar right now is Varun Beverages. Ravi Kant Jaipuria, the chairman of the company, is joining us now. Mr. Jaipuria, good morning and thank you so much for joining us. I wanted to talk about the binding agreement with PepsiCo on the acquisition of the South and West territories for these franchise rights. Can you just tell us what's the update on that? What's the progress made so far?
Well, we've applied to the CCI and we hope in the next couple of weeks we should have their approval, and as soon as we have their approval, we'll consolidate the South and West territories with the Varun Beverages existing territories.
Mr. Jaipuria, what's the royalty you normally pay for the existing geographies to Pepsi, and will the new geographies come at the same royalty?
Yes, the new geographies are going to be at the same royalties or concentrate price, what we call. We have a fixed concentrate price based on our selling price, and that will remain consistent after including the new territories also.
Okay, so
there's going to be no change in our...
Okay, yes. Sorry. No, if you can give some more details on how this expansion is going to pan out. When will it show up in your revenues?
Well,
how will it show up in your revenues?
Well,
how will it show up on EBITDA? Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. We are expecting from April 1st, hopefully, to consolidate this with our balance sheet, and we expect 35 to 40% growth in our volume and value numbers going forward. And we expect in the first year at least a 30% EBITDA growth. So that's what we are looking at once we consolidate the territories after April 1st. That is what we are looking at for the year 2019.
Okay, so 30% EBITDA growth in the first year. Just for the benefit of our viewers, we forgot to mention it. Everyone knows that Varun Beverages is a bottler for Pepsi in India. They were earlier bottling just for North and East India, but on the 20th of February, they signed an agreement with Pepsi to acquire franchise rights in South and West as well. So that's what we're discussing. Once they consolidate everything, they're looking at a 30% growth. Any investments, further investments that you'll have to make, Mr. Jaipuria, for these plants that you'll take from Pepsi?
No, I don't see any major investments going in because PepsiCo plants have excess capacity already. So I don't see in the near future to expand our capacities unless until there is some mismatch in any territory which might be very small in nature. So going forward till we grow to a substantial level, I don't see any major investments coming into these territories.
But how does this deal happen? Do you have to, would you have had to pay them to take over those plants? And if yes, how much is the money?
Yeah,
how do you raise it?
As we had, yeah, absolutely. And we have already disclosed that we are buying these territories at a price of 1,850 crores. And we are going to raise it from our internal resources as well as QIP.
Okay,
so half debt and half
equity.
Sure.
Half QIP.
So all these acquired territories that you will buy, are they profit positive already, and do they operate at the same margins as the earlier territories that you have?
Well, PepsiCo does not disclose their profit margins, but we feel that it's a similar business, and going forward after a year, there is no reason why it should not be on similar basis like we have the other territories.
Just for curiosity, so, why is Pepsi giving...
Rather, we will get...
Sorry, sir.
Why is Pepsi giving?
Yeah, why is it giving up control? Why aren't they doing it on their own?
Well, I think they believe that VBL go-to-market is better than PepsiCo's, and we have done a better job than PepsiCo itself. And I think they have shown a lot of faith in our company. And I think because of that, they feel we'll be able to do a better job than they have been doing. Oh. And I'm very proud that VBL has been doing a better job.
That's good to hear, sir. Do you have any other cost levers to reduce now that you will have practically the entire country under you for distribution? Should margins improve?
Well, definitely. Well, definitely, as you know, that our we have a complete backward integrated, which PepsiCo is not. So that benefit we will get. And as I said, we have one of the highest EBITDA margins in the in the global bottling system. And I hope we can continue with the same with the new territories and going forward. And consolidation always helps reduce your fixed overheads, and our backward integration will definitely help. So I think we will show a good, it will be a very positive thing for the VBL shareholders and for us going forward.
Okay, Mr. Jaipuria, it was a pleasure speaking with you. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. That's a great success story, as Mr. Jaipuria is pointing out, being picked by Pepsi because they've done such a good job in existing territories.
Okay, well, let's do one thing. Let's move back to the markets because that's the big talking point of the day. A 400-point rally is what you're seeing on the Sensex right now and flying away on the Nifty, well past its century. It's now up over 118 points. Nimesh is here to tell us what the dealing room chatter is all about. Nimesh, yesterday you were telling us, you know, at noon time that these FI figures are going to look pretty smart. It played out that way. Is that what the dealers are talking about?
Oh yes, Sonia. So even in today's trade, the sense I'm getting is it is a first hour trade sheet suggests that there is very strong buying by the FIs even in today's trade. And remember, yesterday's 3,800 crore buying was without any large block deals. So this was a genuine pure buying which came into the large cap stocks in yesterday's trade. Yesterday we spoke about a shift from defensives to the high beta names. Today the sense I'm getting is even within that there is a shift from large caps to liquid mid caps by the larger FIs. So while we saw the first few days of mid-cap rally largely driven by the HNIs and domestic guys playing into some of the liquid, solid, large cap, mid-cap stocks in the cash market. Now I'm getting a sense that even the FIs are now looking to chase the mid-cap rally and the mid-cap stocks, the quality mid-caps. And that's very evident from the fact that even if you look at yesterday's trade, there were a couple of large blocks. Lemon Tree was bought by Amansa. There was another block where HDFC Mutual Fund sold and Nalanda bought a 9% stake in Matrimony, and that stock was up 20%. So there is this big buying coming into the liquid mid-cap stocks as well by the FIs in today's trade. So that's a clear trend. Even if you look at the HNI, super HNI category for the last few days, the general confidence is back in the market in terms of buying or positioning into the mid-cap cash stocks, and that's been the trend in today's trade as well. So that, having said that, we've seen 2 days of back-to-back very strong rally. So the sense I'm getting is maybe closer to that 11,300. You might see a bit of a profit booking coming in purely from the fact that there's been a huge rally in the last few days, and maybe you'll see some bit of profit booking there. If that gets taken out, then markets have already started talking about 11,500, 11,600 on the Nifty. So that's a clear trend. And broadly, this has been an FI-led rally. It's largely because of global risk on as well, and that's helping Indian markets as well. Clearly, pure strong FI buying even in today's morning trade.
Oh, absolutely, and all the shorts are getting squeezed, and that's why you're seeing all the weaker stocks also rising because the shorts are running for cover. We leave the markets as we wrap up on Bazaar on a very, very strong note. 1% up on any index you pick, and big leaders like L&T and ICICI Bank are leading the charge in this rally. The point of humility that we should note is that other Asian indices are doing even better. Nikkei up over 2%, Hang Seng as well, and Kospi and Taiwanese index. So it is a global sugar rush, and probably a lot of long ideas are waiting for you on Chartbusters. Thank you very much from the entire Bazaar team.